This is insane. Love it. Hi, I'm Dennis Gage, and welcome to My Classic Car. Well, this week, we're in Millstone, New Jersey to visit my good friend John Sbragato and check out a few more of his crazy cars. John has an obsession with TV and movie cars. He loves them if they've been on the big or the small screen, and he's got a lot of them. Today, our theme is crime fighting, and we got a couple iconic ones, the Batmobile and the Green Hornet's Black Beauty. This is gonna be an absolute blast, and when we're done, the world will be a safer place. You know, I feel like the Cape Crusader without a cape. I need a cape.
It's going to be a great day.
I need an owner's manual for a Batmobile.
Right. Because you never know where you're going to end up.
You never know. Hello? Oh, it's for you. John, it is so good to see you again, my friend.
It's so great to have you back.
Oh man, believe me, it's my pleasure. It's always fun because you've got such crazy cars, and today is no exception. We've got two crime fighter cars.
Two specials for you.
You know, the iconic Batmobile, and the equally cool, although I would argue less known, Green Hornet car, the Black Beauty. So let's start over here. Let's start on this because this is an interesting car. Green Hornet, the TV series, was only a one-season deal, I think.
Yes, 26 episodes.
Back in '66 or something like that.
Yeah,
66.
66.
And that show was the first time we learned of Bruce Lee, really.
Yeah.
The famous martial arts.
Excellent.
And as Kato.
Right.
And
Van Williams.
Van Williams was the Green Hornet.
Yep.
And then they did the movie in 2011.
Yes, they did a remake, a newer version.
With Seth Rogen.
Yes, Seth Rogen.
As Britt Reed.
Yes.
The Green Hornet.
Yep.
And who was the
Jay Chow was Kato.
And they built this car for that movie, which is pretty faithful to the original, right?
Yeah.
So this is what year?
This is a 65 Imperial by Chrysler, and it's been totally reworked by Columbia Pictures, you know, for Sony. It's got 20-inch Koi rims on it.
Right, which you couldn't even do back in '66.
No, and those are fitted with Goodyear Eagle GT2s. The whole suspension is reworked on the car. It's a total drivable, anything goes stunt car.
So I heard they made quite a few of these for the movie and trashed most of them. 29 is the number I've heard.
It was about 29. This is one of the 4 that are left.
So they wrecked 25 of them.
Yeah. Cut them in half, shot them up, you name it, they did it.
They did it.
Yeah.
Well, that alone is pretty amazing because I didn't think there were that many of these Imperials around.
Yeah, I know.
It has all the goodies from the movie, right?
You got your bells, yeah.
You got your machine guns.
You got your machine guns.
You got your rocket launchers.
Yes. You also have your machine guns in the doors.
Oh, yeah.
As well on both sides.
So you got your missiles.
Yeah.
This was that was like an ultrasound or sonic wave
like
door
a laser.
unlocker. Right?
Yeah,
I think that's
right.
It's totally insane. And I dig the green headlights.
I love the green headlights.
Love
them. You got to see them at night. How nice they look.
It's got to be awesome. So how did they? Is that green glass? What is it?
No, what it is, it's your regular headlight with green paint.
You're kidding. You mean like candy apple?
Yeah, you got a candy green, and you spray it right on top of your headlight. Make sure it's clean naturally, and that's the effect you get.
That's fantastic. I did not know you could do that.
Yeah.
Apparently you can. Yeah. Oh, there's a couple more guns here too. You just got guns everywhere.
Yeah, there's guns all over.
Man, oh man. Let's see. The original car was Dean Jeffries.
Dean Jeffries
for the TV series.
Yes.
And then there was another shop that pumped out like we said, 29 of these.
Yeah. So what they did was they were planning on doing a lot of jump scenes and a lot of high-speed chases.
Yeah.
So they refitted the car with a 454 aluminum head crate motor from Chevy.
So, because the original was a 413, you know, what came with the Imperial.
Yeah.
But these have all got Chevy motors in them.
Chevy motors.
No kidding.
Yep. B&M transmission, straight from B&M, and they all have 9-inch Ford rears in them. The brakes in the back are about 12-inch discs.
Jeez.
With dual calipers. Because what they did was, if you notice inside the interior, there's 2 handles with 2 chrome knobs. And if you had to do a left 360, you pull the left. If you had to do a right, you pull the right handle.
Be careful with those handles, is what you're saying.
100%.
Now, are the rocket launchers, functional?
They can if you want them to.
That's okay. That's all right. Whenever this is out, do people look twice when they see the guns up here?
Oh, always. Always.
Because it looks pretty menacing.
Yeah, especially during rush hour. It makes people a little edgy.
We flew into LaGuardia. I wish I would have had that coming here from LaGuardia, let me tell you.
You would have got here a lot
I would
quicker,
have got here
I'll tell
quicker,
you that.
absolutely. So, like, the interior really is basically Imperial, right?
Yeah.
Seat-wise, anyway.
Yeah, they're Imperial seats. They're so comfortable. I mean, it's like being home on your couch.
But then all the mods for crime fighting.
Yes.
And because it was Kato that was the driver, all the graphics and stuff are in Chinese.
Yes.
And that's how it was back even in the 66
Yep,
show, right?
yep.
And those were the knobs you're talking about?
Yeah, those are the two levers. One's for a right 360, one's for a left 360.
And they just, they locked the back wheel or something?
Yeah,
And just,
it locks one side.
And that was a Green Hornet gun there?
Yes, that was a dart gun. It was darting with a mixture of gas with CO2 in there.
And then I see triggers on the steering wheel?
Those are for the machine guns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then probably the buttons in the center, maybe the missiles?
Yes, those are the ones I told you we had to be careful.
Right, exactly. I'll remember that when we're driving. Yeah, man. So now they had to completely redo these because these doors now open out. They open out this way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they would open out.
Basically, it's a suicide door.
Front
In other
suicide,
words, this
yeah.
way he could be shooting the villain.
Because the guns are
Because
here.
the three guns are there.
Yeah.
This door would open up this way, so the car would have a Hornet effect.
Oh, yeah, so you get this kind of V.
Right. So it's kind
Yeah.
of like the wings of the Green Hornet.
Oh, totally cool.
Yeah.
You know, that's no small feat because those are heavy doors.
Yeah, oh,
to
yeah.
get that thing to suicide and get them to clear.
Yeah, they don't touch.
Man, that's just
Yeah, the workmanship was.
really quite nice. And
Yeah.
yet it's this really luxurious, overall, it's this really luxurious Imperial Crown interior.
Yeah.
Leather. Oh,
Beautiful chrome trim, stainless steel trim.
what a kick. And pretty much every doodad you could imagine for crime fighting
Yeah.
is with it.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable. So then, again, really, other than the suicide doors and the machine guns and the missiles and stuff, but there
Right.
really aren't a lot of body mods to it, right?
No, a lot of trim and emblems were removed.
And of course, shaved. You know, the handles are shaved.
Yeah. I guess there used to be an emblem on the trunk at one time that was all cleaned up.
Rear missiles.
Yeah, rear missiles.
Okay.
That's when you're in
and
the chase.
didn't this thing flip around? Didn't I believe the license plate flips on this?
Yeah.
If I recall.
Yes.
Back in the day.
Yes.
Oh, and you've got your Hornet insignia.
Yeah.
So do these light up or not? No, that's just a faceplate, I
No,
guess.
just the tail lights light up. The bumper was totally custom. This way the missiles go in and out.
I
flaps
noticed the
close.
shackles here, which I was surprised at, but that's how they had it before. And I imagine
Yeah.
it's so heavy that it'd be a lot lower if you didn't have
Yeah.
those.
Yes, you're
What
right.
does this sucker weigh?
It's got to be every bit of 6,000 pounds. I would say.
So when you got this thing, and if you put it up on a lift, I mean,
Yeah.
has it been modified a lot underneath?
Underneath the car has been totally reworked. Suspension-wise, the chassis is reinforced. It's made to be dropped.
They really put them through the paces on the movie, apparently.
Yeah.
If they went through 24 or 5 of them.
Oh, they do.
So when you got this, how was it titled?
It was titled under Columbia Pictures,
Yeah?
and it also says on the title Sony
No kidding.
as well. And the title is, I think, one of my best titles I have.
It's-
I really love it.
It's got to be great.
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
Not everybody has one of those. you
No.
know? Holy cow! I mean, it's just an awesome car. How does it drive, though? I mean, is it like a Imperial?
It drives great, yeah.
Yeah.
It drives really smooth. It's got like that boaty feeling to it, but it's
Yeah.
very, very quick on the gas pedal.
Basically, it's all Imperial. Imperial
Yes.
by Chrysler. But under the hood, it's not. It's GM. Right?
Yes.
Can we go
Yes.
look at that?
GM drivetrain,
Let's
of
look at
course. This one you're going to love.
It's a two-man job, isn't it? Jeez. John, this sucker weighs a ton.
Yeah, it's a little heavy.
Yeah, it's a little heavy. Yeah, the originals were, the 413, but that's a big block Chevy.
Yeah, so we have a 454 Chevy with aluminum heads. It's a Chevy Performance crate engine. It's got hooker headers on it. Edelbrock carburetor. It's backed up by an MSD ignition system, and it's adjustable.
Did you have to, do a lot of the stuff inside here?
Everything was the way you see it. What I added was wheel wells,
Uh-huh.
because for the movie they really didn't need wheel wells. But when I like to take it out to a cruise night, I don't like to get dirt kicked up all over my
you wanna-
engine. So
And it looks better when it's sealed up.
right when it's clean.
So that was it. Yeah, you open this
Yeah.
up and you see a GM engine. That's
Yeah.
just kind of like, huh?
It's got a totally updated brake system.
I think that's important.
Yeah, the power steering and the brakes work together. And it's backed up by a B&M transmission. It's a high-performance transmission with a stall speed converter.
It's kind of interesting because they give you the impression that the guns come out of the hood. Like,
Yeah.
But they don't.
No, there would be never any room.
No, where are they going to put the guns?
Right, exactly.
So for the movie, they must have had different hoods.
Yes.
So they had like guns
A
down
flat hood, right.
and guns up. Huh?
Yes. Wow.
Well, I tell you, those guns add some weight to that hood.
They do. Oh, yeah.
Let's gently close it back
got
down.
it.
It's going to take
Okay.
both of us again, I'm sure. Yeah, there is some weight in this sucker.
Yeah.
I'll let you take over.
You got it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and honestly, if I had to pick up or down, I think I'd go with guns up.
Yeah. Oh, all the way. 100%.
Oh.
100%.
So it's a crime fighter, but it's really a cruiser too.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what do you say we go out doing some cruising and fight some crime?
Let's roll.
Let's roll, Cato.
You got it.
There's nothing I shouldn't touch here, right?
No,
I
you're
should-
all
should
good.
Stay away from these.
Be careful with these.
Yeah.
So one makes it fishtail to the right, one makes it fishtail to the left, in case you got to do a quick getaway.
In case, exactly.
All right.
And my transmission is down.
yes,
Selector's down there.
yes. Your selector is down there.
So it's. Do I just put it in 3?
yeah.
So
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So the way this is how this car starts. There's like a whole safety situation from Sony. So you flick the. That's the ignition.
Okay.
And this is the start button.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Let's go fight some crime.
Let's
what do you
do
say?
it. Let's do it.
Look out, crime. Here we come.
So once we get on the open road, you could hit it.
Are you talking about the machine guns? Or no?
Be careful with those.
Be careful with the machine guns. Man, this thing is
It's got a roar.
it's got a roar. Oh yeah. This thing drives like an Imperial.
Yeah. It's so smooth too. It's got a really smooth demeanor about it.
Those guns are bobbing.
Yeah.
It is kind of intimidating, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love the reaction. What is that? Man, what a ride this is, John.
Right? You could drive it all day.
Oh man, this is like, and boy, could you clear traffic
Yeah.
with the missiles. So what were the armaments on this? There was, of course, the machine guns, dual, whatever they are, 30
Two machine
caliber.
guns on the hood. Then in the doors, you have machine guns mounted in the doors. The doors are suicide.
So okay, so the machine guns in the doors,
Yes.
the ones up here. There's some missiles, right?
Yeah, you have missiles in the front bumper, missiles in the back bumper.
Of course. And there was some sort of a ultrasonic antenna that would unlock doors or something.
That comes out of the grill.
Oh, of course it does.
Yes,
Right.
it's very powerful. I wouldn't stand in front of it.
So we could shoot from the doors, right?
Oh, yes.
We could both? Let's do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Let's blast the camera.
Ready?
Go.
Hit it.
Yeah. love it.
Because you never know where you're going to end up.
You never know. You just never know. So, you know, the TV show was like really only one season, but 26 episodes in 1966.
Amazing.
Man. And the original car was a 66 for the TV show.
Yes.
Built in 66, so they took a brand new Imperial and hacked it up.
Yep, brand new.
From the TV series, I guess they built two.
Yes.
And one of them's in the Peterson.
Yeah, I was told the original's in Peterson, and the second one I think is out in Michigan.
Oh, really?
I think a private collector owns it, and they're in great shape. I mean, they really take care of them, you know, the way they're supposed to.
And the movie was 2011, I think, right?
Yes, 2011.
Yeah. And I just can't imagine creating 29 of these for a movie, and then trashing all but 4 of them or so.
Yeah, yep. Some of them they cut in half. They cut down the side. Bullet holes.
I heard they saved some pieces, and you know would you know fix other ones from the pieces of the ones that they trashed.
Yes. So I guess they kept like their own boneyard in the back of the studio, and when they needed a door or a fender, it was available. And underneath is all reinforced steel. Just a totally different vehicle. When the first time I put it on the lift, I was amazed.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
there's like a whole nother car under there,
a
basically?
whole nother car under there. The workmanship that went into it was second to none.
I mean, that had to be a big deal, and it had to cost a fortune to create 29 of these.
Oh, it had to.
I'll tell you, finding 29 of these had to be something.
That's another thing, yep.
I think they're pretty much all the same body, 4, 5, and 6. But that's still a lot of Imperials to find.
It's a lot of metal.
Because they didn't make that many of these. Well, I guess if you're going to make 29 cars, you may as well get, you know, big block crate engines and because the original car was a 413, and that's got to be, you don't want to be wrecking a bunch of those.
No. And I guess they went with the Chevy engines. This way parts are available.
Yeah.
You know, you could order a part, have it the next day.
Yep. Man, it really handles like an Imperial.
Yeah.
I mean, I could drive this all day, John.
I know. It's a great driver. It's nice to take it to a cruise night.
That's got to be a hit.
It's great.
You know, of course, you're this TV movie car nut. Was this one that you just like, I got to have a Green Hornet?
Yeah.
yeah, basically.
Well, you know what it is? They come around.
Uh-huh.
They don't often come around.
No.
So when they come around, it's either you're going to do it or you're not.
Yeah, it's like act now or forever hold your peace,
yes. Right? And then that's the end of it.
Well, I mean, my goodness, you have collected quite a few over the years.
Yeah.
Did this one just pop up? Were you chasing it a little bit?
No, believe it or not, it popped up. A buddy of mine in Michigan gave me the information on it, and I just acted on it.
How long ago? How long you had it?
I gotta have it about maybe 5 or 6 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We know at Wild Hot Rod Weekend, the Dead Man's Curve show.
Yeah.
They always have that incredible, what do you guys call it? The showcase or
the ballroom?
The ballroom, yeah.
Yep.
Well, you've had it in the ballroom a few times, if I recall.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's the famous ballroom. World famous.
It really has become so, hasn't it?
Yep. And everybody always asks, which one do you love the most?
Yeah.
But you know what it is? You love them all.
Exactly.
They're
yeah,
like children.
Exactly. That's what's your favorite car? Oh, it's the one with 4 wheels and the internal combustion engine. Yeah, I love them all.
You love them all the same. And they all have their own personality.
Boy, don't they? I say we go back and check out the Batmobile and, you know, fight some more crime. What do you say?
I agree, 100%.
Can I punch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
does have some get up and go, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a crime fighter.
Definitely a crime fighter. Look out, crime. So, John, how do those machine guns work? How do those machine guns work? No, stay there. Stay there. Man, John, what a sled the Black Beauty is.
It is.
Man. But there's still crime out there.
Yeah,
We have more crime fighting to do,
without a doubt.
without a doubt. So I say we do it in the Batmobile.
All right.
If I had to pick like one car on the planet that is probably the most iconic out there and that almost anybody anywhere could identify, it's the Batmobile.
Yeah.
The original Batmobile.
Hands down.
This is really true to the original car from back in the 60s, which was a Barris car, right?
Yes.
And then they made this out of the
Futura,
That
1955 Futura.
yeah, the
Lincoln.
Lincoln concept car, the
Yep.
55 Futura.
Yep.
And he did it in something like 3 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
He turned the Futura into this in 3 weeks.
It's amazing.
This is crazy. Now, this is a replica of a recreation of it,
Yes, it is.
but was it created from pretty much the same?
The body, the mold was taken from an original, as I
Uh-huh.
was told. I picked up the car in 2009. It had been sitting in a barn in North Jersey for maybe 30-something years.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I
So
took
it didn't look like this?
No, it didn't look like this at all. So I took it back. It had a chassis on it. I adopted it to a 1976 Lincoln Continental chassis.
Oh, really? Then correct wheelbase?
It was the exact same wheelbase,
Wow.
width and length,
Wow.
which worked out perfect. And everything else, pretty much all the parts are handmade.
Really?
Handmade, everything. There's not one part you could really buy.
Well, yeah. You
You know,
don't,
at
you don't
the
find
time
any
when
of this,
I was
any
doing
of this
it.
stuff at Napa.
No,
So is it fiberglass for the most part?
it's fiberglass and parts of it is steel,
Uh-huh.
but majority is fiberglass.
Did you have to recreate the cockpit?
Yes.
Well, how'd you do
Yes.
that? I mean,
Just made it from hand. I took pictures because the internet at that time, you couldn't really get what you can
Yeah.
get now on the
Yeah.
internet. So I just went by pictures and I just went, to the best of my knowledge.
wow, I mean, what a great execution. I mean, it's
Thank you.
fantastic.
Thank you. It was a full year, 7 days a week of
Really?
body work, preparation. I mean, underneath the car looks just as beautiful as the top.
Now this thing has been everywhere, right? I mean, this was kind
Everywhere.
of the tour car
Yes.
for the
For the
cast.
cast, yes. When this car was finished, it toured with the cast all over the country. It went to Los Angeles, it was in Washington State, it went to Canada. It's been everywhere, New York, Manhattan.
So it's still touring, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was just at the Wild Hot Rod Weekend, and by golly,
Yep.
it was there.
it was there. Oh yeah.
And it draws a crowd, no matter
No matter if you're 5 or you're 105, you know exactly what this car is.
and you are drawn to it.
Yeah.
So all of the, all this sculpting and all that was part of that kind of came as the fiberglass piece that you got, and then you just had to smooth it out and trim it
And
up.
finish it. Yes.
Uh-huh. Interesting red too, because it's kind of an orange red, and it really
Yeah,
just really pops.
it does. It's the red is a PPG red. It's a tint.
It's just like the base tint.
It's a base tint that you use to mix other colors
Wow.
with. And we experimented with it and it came out great. It gave a great look.
I'll just go with that, right?
Yeah.
So 77 Continental, do you have a Continental engine in it?
I have a 460 Ford racing motor
Oh, okay.
that I had totally redone. Runs really great.
You got all the Batman doodads in here. You got the bat phone.
Yes.
You got the emergency bat turn lever.
Yes.
And you got all the signatures I can imagine. You
Yeah.
got basically everybody's here, right?
Yeah.
Burt Ward, that's Robin.
Yes.
And Adam West is over there, I think.
Adam West.
Adam West. You got Julie Newmar, the
Yes.
original Catwoman
Yes.
from the TV series,
Lee Merriweather is the Catwoman from the movie.
right? Cesar Romero, he was a Joker,
Yes. Frank Gorshin, the Riddler.
right? The Riddler, and then of course George Barris,
Yes.
the creator. That looks like a regular steering wheel that's been cut down to be a yoke.
That's the Futura wheel.
Yeah. Oh, it is really. Wow. Oh, that was what the Futura had.
That's exactly,
Oh.
yes. That's what the Futura
You know
came
what?
with.
I think they still took a regular steering wheel and cut it down.
Oh, yeah, and it was cut also.
I tell you, I absolutely love the compass in there. What that thing
Yes.
is.
I got
Is that
the-
your early GPS?
That's your early GPS. Oh yeah, it still works so great too.
What'd that come out of?
It came off a battleship in the
Seriously?
1950s
Oh my
battleship.
gosh.
And it's just in perfect shape. So I cleaned it up, and I went with that because it had a little more of a original look.
Oh, I dig
To
it.
it.
And the detectoscope, that's the thing that shoots lightning bolts around. Yeah. Oh, geez.
Yes.
You got the light. You got sirens.
Yep.
The bat ray.
Yep. And that's
Projector.
the bat beam, that antenna right there. We're gonna,
Oh, is that
which
what
we're
that
gonna,
is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna get that going in a few.
So were these rocket launchers or what were these?
Yeah, they were rocket launchers. They would put maybe fireworks in there
Uh-huh.
and shoot them off. You know, that would be a scene.
And then this was the turbine,
Yes.
which would.
Yeah.
Does that throw fire?
It throws fire. Yes, it does.
That's dangerous.
Yep. You got to be careful with that.
And these were bat chutes.
Yeah.
Right? They came out and they were the bat emblem, right?
So when you pull the emergency bat turn lever,
Uh-huh.
the chutes came out, and that spun the car around.
Oh, okay. It's just so insane.
Yep. We also have the mobile crime computer in the trunk.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So this was your early laptop, and it would spit out the answers
That's
to.
the information that comes out through there that it would spit out.
What's this thing?
So that's the bat ram. The bat ram goes on the front of the Batmobile.
Oh, and it would.
Yes.
Oh, can we look under the hood? Does it go up the same
Oh,
way?
yeah, sure.
All right. So everything's power, of course.
Yeah.
So this is our 460.
460 Ford racing engine.
Was this another crate engine, John?
No, this engine I had picked up out of an old hot rod. I had it rebuilt.
okay.
And it's backed up by a C6 tranny.
But it probably dropped right into that 77
Right in.
Continental
Yep.
frame, right?
Right in.
You did have to cant the radiator.
Yeah, the radiator had to be on an angle. This way, the hood closes.
I bet you've got, plenty of get up to get this little guy around. Because
Oh,
now
yeah.
with how heavy is this? This probably isn't.
It's,
It's still
yeah,
pretty
it's up
heavy.
there. it's got to be 4,000 pounds. I would
Okay, so
think.
you want a 460, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
What a car. I mean, this has got to be so much fun. Just owning it's got to be fun.
It is. Yeah, it really is.
Because it makes you happy. You go look at it, it just makes you happy.
It does. Yeah, it puts a smile on your
Puts a
face.
smile on your face, a song in your heart.
Yep.
But like I said, there's still crime out there, John.
Oh yeah, there is
still crime.
There is. What do you think?
I think we should send up the bat signal and go see what we can find.
Sounds good to me.
I can drive this one too, right?
You got it.
All right, let's go, man.
All right, let's go.
Want to do it?
Let's do it.
All right. Flame on. Oh. Put up the bat signal. This is just too much fun. Oh boy.
This is a little more 1960s.
It's much more 1960s. This steering yoke instead of wheel is really weird.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm trying to turn it like a regular steering
Yeah.
wheel, and suddenly there's no part of the steering wheel up here. Like, wait.
Way to go.
Holy cow, I can't believe this, John.
Right?
This is insane. I think I said that about the Green Hornet, but this is really, I mean it.
This is insane on steroids.
On steroids. Wow.
It's like you're in a spaceship, you know?
Really
It's,
is. You know, and out of my peripheral vision, I see the fin coming up, the back.
Yeah.
You know, this thing is just crazy.
and it's roomy. It's nice and roomy. You
Yeah, sure.
kick back. You know, it runs smooth.
Uh-huh.
It It drives like a boat,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's just a pleasure to be in, you know?
I love this turret
Yeah.
compass there.
Well, that's your GPS.
Early GPS,
Early
a compass.
GPS. And like I said, they all have their own personality. I mean, once you get the hang of it, it becomes pretty simple.
Now, this isn't one you would take to a cruise in, though, is it? I mean, this thing's too...
Oh, I would take this.
Oh, you would take this?
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh, in a heartbeat, right?
In a heartbeat.
That's got to be a huge hit, too.
Yeah. And I think it's been to more charity events and
I bet.
social events than you could imagine. This car, for the last 15 years, toured with the cast of Batman.
Oh, no kidding. This is kind of the tour car when
Oh,
they
yeah.
do shows, Batman?
Yes.
Oh, wow. It's been all over the U.S.
It's been all over the U.S. It's been to Canada. Everybody sat in the car that was on the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you mean like Adam West and...
Adam West and Burt Ward sat in here in Canada for maybe 40 minutes, and they looked around at themselves, and I think it must have took them back to 1966. I mean,
bet.
it was like a time capsule for them.
And of course you got George Barris' signature.
Yes.
Of course.
Yep. We did a final show with George in Staten Island. He was very appreciative of the work, and he authenticated the car.
So how often do you have this thing out if it's not going to shows? Does it get seen much?
Maybe once a year.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's got to be a day like this, and then I'll take it for a ride, you know, a run through the neighborhood, just to blow it out.
You have to. I mean, the engine needs that exercise.
Yeah, it does. It does. And it's good for the rear end and the transmission.
Yeah, just the fluid's got to move.
Yep.
What a day to be driving the Batmobile.
Right?
Oh my God. Yeah, this is really cool. It's not the Luxo Cruiser that the Black Beauty is, but this is a lot of fun.
Right.
I will have to say, it's my first Batmobile.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it.
Now, this isn't your only Batmobile. You have all the movie Batmobiles.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. And the Batcycle.
Yes.
And the Batboat.
Yep. So we love Batman, Dennis.
You know, I was starting to get a sense for that. I mean, because this had a huge impact on pop culture.
Yeah.
Batman was so campy too. I mean, it was all just, like I said, like even back then it was,
Yeah.
they were
Pow.
making, pow, biff, bam.
Yeah.
And they were making fun of themselves and having a great time doing it.
Yeah. True.
So until our next meeting, remember, honor the timeless classics. I'm Dennis Gage in the Batmobile. Happy motoring.